Oh, we're live. All right, welcome everyone. This is amateur playoff round 2. We got 1 KG in blue and Green Goblin Gang in red here for basically all the marbles, because if they win, you know, I'm looking like the goated coach. So we're going to watch Ethan here on the GGG side. It looks like they're going to play on their own side and get completely crushed by 1 kilogram. They're going to have to leave Big Door, and their med is going to successfully get out, survive the bomb from Splash here. And they're going to live to fight on 2. Slight ad for the blue team. Actually, Splash is going to go down here. Meanwhile, they've busted through choke, so they're going to trade a kill, but do lose Strider in the chaos. That's going to trigger probably a quick sack here. If not, they'll set up on height. So, an early blunder here from 1KG. Looks like, let's get on this med cam here. Uber's going to come out from GGG, but they're not going to get anything. 1KG wisely backing up here. So they're going to sort of leapfrog, but the situation will be even here. So 1KG going to play a bit passive, build up on the high ground. I like this. I like this for both teams so far, frankly. Everyone building, chilling. The demo aggression coming in from Big Door. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Here we'll be smaller and put it in the middle. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, it's perfect, beautiful, nothing wrong. Make face cam much, much larger. Make it the whole screen. All right, well, we're back. It's evens. We're gonna get on the Strider cam here. Probably Ethan or Verpluxus sack gonna come in here. So let's get on the Verpluxus cam, see what they do. Kind of a derp bomb. Ooh, there's a trap. Can't go there, buddy. Divi's gonna go down to the trap, so that is gonna stop that aggression. And frankly, we might see some counter aggression through choke here. 1KG gonna run it right across here. Get the force early, but looks like they're going to have to use in return. Ends up with Nukin going down. They're going to have to lock this choke out, but they don't have a ton of explosives to do it. GGG is going to try to rebust, but Divi just gets crushed by Torque here. And they're going to flip-flop points once again. So 1KG going to successfully take a pretty nice exchange here. My Nooblets are the blue team, are 1KG. So I'm vested. I have a vested interest in them winning tonight. If they don't, I'll be sad with them, and I might shed a single tear of sadness. Looking like they're just gonna do some classic aggression choke here in the even times. Every door looking covered so far. Both demos opting to exchange kisses and Big Door. Actually, Torque is going to walk back up here and make some space, but we got the soldier on the light up here. Looks like 1KG is going to try to get a sack through choke here, but Splash is not going to get very much done. Verpluxus down, drop down very quickly. He is going to be spotted and taken down, so evens will persist here, unfortunately for us. You can see Strider walking, Strider rocking the spider loadout here. Got the glasses and the, oh, hello, thank you, Sor, for the raid. Hi, everyone, we're watching AM Grand, no, it's not Grand, don't be ridiculous. It's AM Round 2, 1 kilogram of spiders versus Green Goblin Gang here. So 1KG is the team I coached in newbie mixes this season. Don't be racist, Raven. I expected better from you. The bomb coming in unspotted. Gonna get the drop here. Big bomb from Ethan through drop down here. That's gonna break the stalemate here. Splash is kind of caught in no man's land on Spy. So let's see if he's able to get some value here. They're gonna try to go through choke, it looks like. They're taking their sweet time. Strider is gonna spawn back up. Here comes the Spy, completely spotted, unfortunately. Caught out by Zuri here. So looks like, yeah, 1kg is gonna just give this up for free. I don't think this is Asia Fortress Ethan. I could be tripping though. I think this is just a new Ethan. Thank you so much for all the follows, everyone. So this is map 1 of 3. We're on Gullywash, obviously. Map 2 up next is going to be Granary, and Sunshine will be the third if we make it there. But a full ad last push here. It's going to be close, but they're going to try to go through River here. They're going to pop right through. Ending top right. They're going to cross back over to the left, and here comes the counter pop with the heavy here. Looks like 1kg is going to be able to hold this one. But Cam is going to be in there. He's going to go down to the medic. Divi going to counter sack. They're going to probably all in here. Heavy's having to resup. And the first round is going to fall. GGG going to draw first blood. Go up 1-0 here. Off the nice refight, honestly. Whose cam should we be on for mid? Let's watch the nuking cam here and see how this rollout goes. Yeah, the reverse comeback. Quick rollout on the floor. Gonna get the early spam. Not much beyond this. Gonna go up drop here. Let's see how this works out. Unspotted, but not gonna do very much against these scouts. If anything, they're gonna trade across point. And we kind of have chaos here, but once the dust settles, 1kg has a bit more health left, and they're gonna cap the point with 2 soldiers here. That wasn't the fastest of rollouts, frankly, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking about my ass. Talking out my ass. What am I saying? Talking about my ass. Jeez. I don't know how to talk, and it's only been 8 minutes, so. It's going to be even here. Both teams going to have to build before we can see any action whatsoever, I assume. I've often tried to get 1kg to try to maneuver in these no Uber situations, but we'll see. They're opting to just chill. Yeah, I think that was a normal rollout. That's what I saw on my screen, regular rollout. I'm expecting probably a splash sack here. See, the Hyder Azuri is going to be on the right. He'll take some damage, but he's going to make it out, and they're not going to sack successfully. Bit of spam, bit of maneuvering. Let's see what's going on up at this choke. Angel's going to run through and die, and they're going to do a 2-man, but Verpluxus is quick here. He sees the opportunity, going to get the force. Really nice saves from Strider, honestly. But this leaves GGG with a full ad here. 1kg forced to back out completely. Yeah, what a bomb. What a bomb. Nukin opting to hide in big door. We'll see if anything comes of this, but Ethan's gonna try to get some spam off, but goes down as a quick pick. So the Uber came out choke during all of that, and they're gonna opt to give it up. Both teams gonna take an even refight here. So let's see. I'm expecting a big splash bomb, yeah, here. Oh, bit of a derp. We're gonna see, but everyone on 1kg is super low, and I think that, yeah, Zuri's gonna go behind here. It looks like this is gonna be a complete wipe for GGG. Really dominant start, honestly. They're gonna lose their med, but I would be very, very surprised if Torque is able to hold this against a scout already on point. Torque does get the kill, but it's not going to be enough. And GGG is going to go up 2-0. Honestly, really clean stuff from GGG here. Like, they're finding a way to win. We can cope in chat. It'll be alright. Here, let's watch a medic mid, because medics are awesome. Oh yeah, great buff. Yeah, great arrow. Really phenomenal stuff. Gonna take an early stick. Here comes the bomb. Here comes the big bomb. Nukin gonna die, but medic living on only 15 HP. Nobody's gonna be able to touch him, and 1kg is wisely gonna back up and play last here. So not the outcome they were looking for with that fast bomb onto big door at all. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do next time, but both teams just gonna build. Yeah, expect a Verplexus or Ethan's sack here, so we'll see what they opt to do. Seems they have some knowledge. They got a scout obviously in water here. Zuri's gonna go down in water, and they're not gonna get much of a sack off here, unfortunately. Gully Wash last, one of my favorite places to be in the whole world, as Nukin gets a trade lobby. Nothing doing. Is a lot of Verplexus Glazers in chat, or is it just Soar chatting all the time? The spy gonna come out from Zuri. This is something I asked them to be prepared for, actually, and it seems like Cam got the spy check there. Gonna go Pyro, I think, as a response, so. Yep, immediately gonna catch the spy in water, or in secret, my bad. Yeah, Pyro class is so fun. Did you coach this team? How do you know? How do we know about who is next up in the amateur division? Cam on the sniper here. Gonna miss kind of a layup headshot there, unfortunately. Gonna go spy. Sees that they are on sniper. Gonna counter snipe himself here. So let's see. Quick cap time here from Zuri. Or Divi, sorry. And they're not gonna be able to respond to this. They're gonna get the cap. And that's an early 0-3 here for GGG. It's not looking great for 1 kilogram of spiders. They have very little momentum going on here. Here comes the Verplexus rollout. Let's watch this. Thank you everyone for coping on my behalf. No, never mind. There's nothing happening here. 1kg is gonna get the demo pick early here. They're gonna play their side. Angel completely stuffing them into their elbow here, and Torque's gonna walk up. It's honestly an even trade, but yeah, GGG's gonna opt to play their medic safe. No, they're gonna refight. Torque is just gonna have a firing range here as they walk up through. Gonna hit so many pipes, but no stickies loaded. Heals are great on the side of GGG, so they're gonna just recover from that, and they're fighting this hard. Torque gonna go down here. 95% Uber on Strider, they're not going to get yet. Meanwhile, GGG uses through choke. Strider's going to go down with, unfortunately, 94%. I'm not going to be yelling, unfortunately. No yelling, no fist pumps. This is a calm solo cast. But the Uber is going to be used. Torque is not going to be able to get set up here, and it looks like this is going to be a pretty easy round for GGG. Yeah, they're just going to clean up every kill. Strider, the only one left, not able to get on the point in time, and this is looking like a complete roll. There will be no bans in relation to the winners or losers of this match, I promise you. Yes, easy reverse sweep. I don't know. If this was me, I would attack pause, you know? watching Divi here on the mid. Let's see, 1KG just going to play their side. Both teams opting to kind of chill. Here comes the bomb from Ethan. Going to get nothing quickly, but the space is actually what they wanted, and they're going to walk across here. Yeah, despite 2 picks being exchanged on both sides, their space-taking initiative... Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. They forget about us. Well, for those who are tuned in and don't know what just happened, yeah, 1KG just won 5 rounds really, really quickly, and then they changed the map. So, game 1 is going to go in favor of GGG. They're going to take their map, Gully Wash, game 1. We're off to Granary for game 2. Here, we gotta flame them for switching the map too early. Don't switch the map until SDV is done. Thank you. Alright, well, very sorry for that. But yeah, we all hate Gully. It's boring. It's soldiers, you know. I'm definitely not just coping because my team lost, but here we are, the beautiful lands of Granary. I had strong predictions. I thought it was going to go the distance, but it seems so far... Or let me pull up some logs here, first and foremost. Gotta change the scene. Hold up. Boom. Oh, I can't post it in the chat. I'm not logged in there. Don't want to talk about that. Okay. Sorry, I'm slow. Slow in the brain. Where are we? Here we go. Sorry this took so long, everyone. Kind of see a complete route. Divi kind of going crazy here, dropping 23 kills in a 15 short minute log. Yeah, this is a... I don't know. I don't have much to say here. It looks like... Looks like the team fight victories were just too strong. But yeah, they're going to need some sort of answer for Divi if they're going to be able to fight here. Actually, the medic on the side of GGG only going to die twice in that game. Pretty clean. One unfortunate drop for Strider, but quite an impressive number here. That's pretty much my only analysis here. This was a 5-0. I don't know what to say. Yes, 1 kilogram of spiders has unfortunately lost the first game here, or the first map. So we'll have to see what happens here on Granary. Honestly, I have no predictions. I don't really know what either of these teams enjoy doing. Besides, I actually think GGG has not played this map in months. I believe we looked. Let me check seeds for you. That's a great question. Something I should know off the top. I think there are 3 and 6 seeds, but let me not make any assumptions. And I view the bracket. Oh, 1 kilogram of spiders is seed number 7, and Green Goblin Gang is seed number 2. 1 kg is the number 7 seed in blue, and Green Goblin Gang in red is the number 2 seed. Thank you, everyone. Everyone's so helpful in chat. Amen. Well, let me switch this back before I forget here. Alrighty. Well, looks like all 12 are in server, so hopefully we should see game number 2 here starting soon, but I don't know. My prediction last game went horribly wrong, so I would probably predict against 1KG if I was on a Fireside cast here and unaffiliated, but since they're my gang, I'm gonna say it'll be 4-5, and that 1KG will win and pull out a game 3 here. All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in so far. I'm thankful to be here casting my beautiful noobs. What should we talk about in the meantime? We got a prediction. I don't know what they're gonna do. Thank you. Yeah, I would never root against my squad. I don't know. I guess my criticism from last game is I definitely would have recommended attack pause. I'm not gonna bench. What's my inspect button? F? Oh, it doesn't work. That's so sad. Oh, here we go. Drip check. I mean, very seasonal for sure. I mean, this is just low effort. Just a party hat, level 10. Hail Zone, probably achievement farming, but Gibbous and Spiders Enjoyers, the Creepy Crawlers, I think are the team outfit a bit. Angel too cool for that though. Got the sunglasses and the weird new bubbles. Let's see what that is. Bubble Breeze, never heard of that in my life. Torque. Just rocking the spiders. The triple spider, frankly. Actually, I respect this immensely. I mean, 1KG has the ultimate drip. They're themed in. They got... If anything, they lose points for not having the whole team on board with the spider gang, but... I appreciate this. I respect this. Nukin based, smoking the pipe and the cigar, so all right, looks like both teams have readied, so we will be beginning. And in honor of Soar, we can watch the Verplexus mid. Here we are, game 2, AM amateur playoff round 2, 1 kilogram of spiders versus Green Goblin Gang here. 1KG in blue, GGG in red. Verplex is going to be doing a high bomb here, just going to fade. Meanwhile, quite the nuke from the soldier duo from 1KG. But yeah, they're absolutely going to be able to clean it up. They do lose their medic in the refight, but they're going to clean up this divvy pick, and I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like they're going to be able to get this cap here. Oh my god. Oh, if Divvy wins this. Oh my goodness. 19 HP to spare for Angel here. Gonna eke out the cap. Meanwhile, Torque rollout cam. I think... Seems like both teams are going to get here roughly the same time. Angel here all by their lonesome, so... Early space going to be taken by 1KG, but quick bust here through choke. Their medic's going to take a ton of damage early. Not able to follow up right away, but this fight looks so crushing in terms of 1kg. They're going to have so much damage across the board. Should be able to clean this up pretty easily. Divvy scout behind, probably the player to watch here so far. He's going to be on Strider here, going to go down to Cam. So the medic on the side of GGG is going to run away. Mr. Arrow or Tree. I'm not sure what that emoticon is, but... Oh, gonna get caught. Gonna run away through the lunchbox area and gonna go down to Cam, who with 9 HP remaining, they're gonna have a full Uber here to maneuver with on last. Hoping for a lock. Gonna shoot the stickies in the gun right away. I like this typical stuff. Gonna take the damage from the det, but they're not gonna be able to hold this. 1kg strikes back. Yeah, if only I was a Twitch enjoyer, you could do match predictions, but no gambling. Yeah, strike back here. Easy round for 1kg if you think about it. So let's watch the med here. Strider obviously able to survive this mid. It would be quite ideal. A little bit slow. Team's gonna leave him behind. Soldier bombs coming in from both sides. Gonna go down, unfortunately, but honestly a bit more of the same here. I think the exact same 3 players were the last to survive, so I don't know. I think 1kg is pretty stoked to have a nice nice mid win here. I mean, I would love for people to be able to trade more .tf cards. That would be super cool. I'm close with those guys, but I haven't talked to them about doing anything like that. But that would be fun. But definitely no gambling. We made a match prediction page, actually, but it has never seen the light of day. GGG is going to get the nice shot here on the Nukin, but oh yeah, they're going to take out... Ooh, just kind of a disgusting bust in here through Yard. Gonna take down every single one of 1kg. Cam just a respawner here, but they're gonna take the mid for free. They're gonna have big ad, and I would say it's not looking great for 1kg left in this round. They're gonna get camped in forward spawn. Not gonna be able to get out until the mid is captured here. Hello, Sayo. Is it Sio or Sayo? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I don't know for sure. Everyone says it different. Thank you for tuning in regardless, everyone. So I'll remind you the state of the game here is 1 map in favor of GGG. We're on map 2, Granary. And this Uber is going to come in here. So far, no picks exchanged. Divvy's fighting for point, but there's just chaos all around. The heavy for 1kg is going crazy, but not going to be able to clean up any kills, and only Strider left alive here. GGG going to strike back and get the next round. 1-5 so far, or sorry, 1-1 so far here. Strong showing from both sides, not gonna lie. They got multiple team fight wins under their belts. Please try not to judge me too hard on my terrible observing compared to Jay. He is the GOAT. Josh is the GOAT. So quick spam gonna come in here. Looks like 1kg is gonna opt for a similar mid. High bomb coming in, but GGG is gonna take shelter in the enemy garage, and it looks like it's gonna work out so far, trading the kills. And 1kg is gonna get an extra pick here on the demo and the soldiers, or sorry, the soldier Ethan, so they should have a nice time just locking this out. It will be even, and they will live. Heaven beholding. Let us see. Big stickies here from Torque. It's not going to be enough. The rebomb, no ammo left, but oh, 2 nice pipes. Gonna clean up Soar's Goat Verpluxus. This is not even anymore. Actually, GGG is gonna pop, and Torque is completely caught. Strider not having Uber yet. 95 is not gonna be able to get or use here. Zuri chasing hard. Alright, the Uber comes out super late. The cleanup is going to be there. They're going to get the med pick, but the other players from GGG have opted to go behind. And it looks like quite a teamfight collapse here for GGG. They're just able to collapse from all directions there. I don't know what I just saw there, but somebody died. And meanwhile, it's going to look pretty much even here. If Strider and Cam were able to build, they're going to resup at last. Hopefully get a gun up here shortly. No, they're going to opt for the heavy. Yeah, it's pretty much even here. We'll see if GGG has the presence of mind to know that it's 20% ad, which they surely do not. Kind of a standard setup we're going to see here. Sentry gun on the right side. Building. Nobody moving. It's the day the earth stood still right now. So GGG is going to get first, and looking like they're going to need to take out the gun and figure out how to sack. I don't think we've seen this situation so far here. So let's get on the bomb cam if we can, or we'll watch the defensive cam actually. Nothing doing so far. Plinko is friends with my enemies, so the context for anyone joining late, 1KG is my newbie mixes coaching team. I've spent the last 10 weeks coaching these guys twice per week, trying to get them to where they are today. Angel's going to find the pick on Azuri, who is most likely going to off-class to Sniper or Spy here, if I had to guess. Splash is going to counter-sack, and that will probably do it. So we'll see what Azuri comes up on here. Cam is already on the Sniper here. Let's get on his cam. Cam. He's going to check. The Sniper has been determined. I would never throw around any allegations, so Cam here knows it's going to be an SVS. We'll see who is going to come out on top here. Going to find a quick pick here on a Verpluxus. Deep pick from Zuri here, but nothing happening so far. Cam waiting for the Sniper peek here, Shutter. Gonna opt to look upper. Ooh, gonna win the SVS here. That's a big ego victory for Cam. Here comes the ego peek across 8 stickies. Not gonna take a shot in the end. But seems Cam's been able to get the better of Zuri so far. However, GGG with the strong team fighting, especially on Gully Wash so far. Let's see. Spy coming out. Seems like both teams know what the other is up to. Zuri's going to try to get through Shutter here, but with 8 stickies on the ground, he's going to get through unspotted. So here we go. The waiting game. They're going to lose their demo here, actually, which is ideal time for Zuri to go. Strider's going to be aware there's a spy, but panicking a bit until his team finds out. Zuri is going to be 6 HP. Finally going down. If I'm 1KG, I'm not sure if I'm pushing to push out here exactly, or if I'm just happy to hold on last. As the Uber comes out, quick exchange here. Strider's going to use much later, but Replux is going to find the pick on Splash on the pipe. Gives quite an opening. 2 crits from Angel, going to land onto Ethan, and forbidding a final scout push. We are going to go back to mid here. Exactly. 10 kilograms of last hold. Alright. So we've seen a lot of big bombs here. I think we're going to want to watch Nukin. here. Delicious. Here we go, 300 HP. It's the platonic ideal of soldier. Gonna get completely denied, unfortunately. Have to rebomb elsewhere. The health of 1 kg looking super bad right now. I would be very surprised if they're able to pull this out. Yeah, Nukin is gonna try to salvage this, but oh, very nice shot onto Verpluxus. Soar's goat goes down, but not for nothing, as they do win the mid fight on the side of GGG. Opting to take a peek through choke here. Lots of spam from Torque. Torque doing a great job. Gonna get this force here. Strider actually does not have Uber, and Cam, their pocket scout, is gonna go down early. They're gonna run it through Lunchbox here. This is kind of an interesting play, but they're just gonna get completely smushed by the double soldier and upper. Not much doing there. So full advantage for Strider here. If this was Guess the Div, I would win very easily. I think I could guess which div this is. So Splash is going to take out the medic on the GGG side, so super ad. We'll see what happens. 2 flank members unspotted. Looks like they've been spotted now. The turnaround is going to happen. 2 scouts here going to fight a demo and a soldier in a very confined location. Does not look very promising. So the full ad still out here, but each sack subsequently has stalled a bit, so they're gonna pop here at a garage to an unfortunately far away GGG. Torque is gonna take a ton of damage here, and eventually they will get 2, so not too bad, but Angel is over chasing. See, Divi is caught in. A lot of chaos still going on, but they haven't capped mid yet. That's biggest next step here. Looks like Zuri's gonna get spotted in garage, so no funny business here, but 50 ad or so for the side of GGG. Yeah, that was an interesting Uber situation there, but looks like GGG is gonna take their services through garage here. Beam is gonna get spotted, taking their time. Strider at 70%. The ad window is closing, but ooh, one pick gonna be found. It's the demo. It's pretty big for them. And mid is gonna get leapfrogged, but without any Ubers used here. The tree man medic is gonna get aggro here with their demo, but no pop yet. So Yard already given up, but that is not the second point. So here comes what looks to me like some sort of exchange that's about to go down here. We'll see what GGG opts to do here. Let me get on the Verpluxus cam. I'm suspecting an imminent feed. I think we've probably seen 2 demo sacks so far, if I had to guess. I'm not certain of it, but I'm confident. Lots of spam on the side of Torque here, and Ethan is gonna pick Splash and Lunchbox here. Gonna get the nice bomb in, get the force. Really nice play by Ethan there, honestly. Gonna lose 2 in that mini exchange going down here. Much better for GGG. Gonna pick up Cam as well. And with only 3 players left alive, it's gonna be really tricky for 1KG to hold this point here. Strider caught in no man's land. Nukin is super low. Oh, gonna get the clutch turnaround pick. 2 soldiers, a collective 12 HP between them. They're gonna get the pick on a divvy. That's gonna be enough to send the medic packing. And GGG is gonna play their ad after kind of a miracle hold there with single-digit HP soldiers for 1KG. Really clutch. Okay, I'm gonna start the cap, but probably not gonna be able to finish it here. Double spy on the side of GGG. This looks terribly devastating. Verpluxus is gonna get the first stab. Gonna go down. Zuri is certainly somewhere hiding in the corner. I don't know if they know about this. They seem concerned, but... Okay, he is going to go down. They are going to defend the last point. And with quite a bit of ad here, 1kg is going to push out on a second. So, probably a cheeky trap up here. Nope, just a bold... This might be a demo sack, we'll see. No. He's going to live. So, full ad here for Strider. We'll see where they opt to take this one, but so far GGG's respected them a lot, given a lot of space, so I would be surprised to see an Uber out here. Here comes Verpluxus on the light. Gonna just super nuke Torque and get the force and take out Nukin. Super clutch from Verpluxus here. Honestly, saving quite some space and time here. Torque is going to lock out the choke pretty hard. And yeah, they're going to have to give it up. They're fearing the advantage already, even though they don't quite have. And they're going to lose 3 in this transition. Everyone going their separate ways. Ethan on the medic. The good DM from Torque. Going to save his life here. Another nice pipe from Torque. And the pipes and shots from Torque and Angel here are going to keep their med alive longer, but not without sacrifice. They're going to lose 3 in return. Quite the turnaround here so far. So Strider is going to have some ad, but they're not going to be able to capitalize much on this without the 2 remaining players. So I'll remind everyone we're in game 2 here. This is do or die for 1kg. 1-1 here. The big sack slash bust is in. I'm shocked. But the heavy's going to do a lot of work here. Going to go down, and this looks... Oh, 1 saw. Is it going to be enough? It's not. The spawners, the soldiers from 1kg, another clutch hold. A little more HP to work with this time, but... Gosh, what a back and forth game so far. Yeah, not even close, actually. That was a pretty easy hold if you think about it. So, GGG is gonna opt to play aggressive consistently here, sacking multiple players. Verpluxus on the spy here. Let's see if I can find the chem. Oh god, Strider, turn around! I'm gonna get healed to full, but we'll get double piped quickly. That's the slowest scout I've ever seen. Trap's gonna come up here from the GGG side. We'll see if they're able to resist this 50% ad from 1kg. We'll get on the Torque cam once again. Nice pipes from Torque. I want to keep seeing stuff like that if you're me. Quick use here, quite a bomb. Huge pipes right in front, but he's 30 HP, gonna go down, not gonna get flashed, unfortunately, in time. But they are gonna take all this space. And while both soldiers from GGG refight behind, actually a lot of trades coming out here, so we'll see if this turns into a conversion. If they can find one more pick, they might. Ooh, but Strider gonna go down over Verpluxus as the soldiers look in front. Nukin gonna get on the point. There's nobody around to stop him. What a capture from Nukin. Super, super clutch. Abandons his medic in his time of greatest need to secure the lead here for 1kg. Their first lead of the day on Granary here. No, that's a lie. They won the first round. Alright, we're going to get on Splash here. Let's see what the bomb is looking like. Big bomb onto Cat. Medic's going to take some damage. He's going to get the demo here. Nice early pick. And that might be a wrap here. That is going to trigger an all-in after the medic goes down. 1 kill for Strider here with the bow. But Divi's going to go behind and try to salvage something. Quite a nice mid from 1kg. This is exactly what you'd want to see if you're a 1kg coach or fan. Pretty dominant position with 9 minutes left to go in this second half here. A reminder that the third half, if played, is GGG's pick, and that will be Sunshine. So they're opting to go out into the flank here and use an Uber perhaps into the Lunchbox Soldier. I could not tell you if they will do it. So Cam is going to fight hard, but they're not going to pop. They're not committed to anything yet here. Just a soldier and no man's land in Lunchbox here. But so far, okay, so full ad here. They're going to pop through left side. No Uber yet. 75% on the side of GGG. Trying to get the sticks off. Cam is going to get the cap here. Tons of cap time. Along with 3 picks from the Uber. Yeah, super, super clean for 1KG. They're able to completely deal with that soldier and Lunchbox and find some great picks with that Uber. Very nice stuff. You know, you can only like to thank the coach of 1KG for giving them such great advice and ideas here. We'll get on the Torque Cam. Gonna dodge the early pressure. Demo's exchanging greetings from far away. Lots of damage on the side of 1KG. They're gonna lose their medic really early to this aggression, and while they do get 3 picks for it, it does not look like the GGG medic is in any danger of getting caught here. So despite a mid-win, they are going to be disad here. On the Divi Cam, fighting off Nukin. This is just a Chad off right here. And Torque comes in to just kind of close this out. They'll be forced to back up a bit further. Onto 2. So with the yard control relinquished, we'd expect to see some kind of aggressive sack here to make something happen before this Uber comes out. Strider is playing passive enough to not get caught by this, and they're going to spot it. The bomb through yard from Verpluxus. Ethan going to get 2 on the flank, but a trade in front. Torque is going to get 1 quickly, but go down in the meantime. So 3 picks for no Uber. They're going to leapfrog, but it's going to be even. We will see. The spider juice. That reminds me of like at camp when I was a kid, you know, they had bug juice. I'm not sure if y'all had that. It's just like Kool-Aid or something. But I'm sure, you know, it's the blood of bugs. The blood of spiders, I'm sure, is delicious. Ethan and actually the Uber's going to come out here. Exchange is going to take place in yard. 2 quick picks in return, actually, in the post fight. Honestly, kind of an even exchange. A bit of a big dick off in yard, honestly. Not too much gonna get exchanged, but they are gonna find the med pick. Meanwhile, Divi does go behind. Seems that 1KG has started to wise up to... Oh, nice shot. 1KG is wised up to what GGG is doing, sending players behind, and it seems like their familiarity with the map is a bit stronger. Strider here gonna have 50% ad. 5 minutes left to go before we do get reduced. So let's see. Through garage here, 2 isolated flank players could be the subject of an early Uber. Nukin gonna go down. They're not gonna pop. They're just gonna trade a pick and chill. They do see the medic is caught. They're gonna use through Z here, most likely. This looks pretty good. Nowhere close to getting on the side of GGG. 30% to go. And unfortunately, they are gonna lose their flank players in the meantime. GGG wrapping around through yard back into Lunchbox, but the pipes from Torque are just too strong. One saw, that's going to get them Uber, but unfortunately both meds go down. And a recapture here from GGG looks imminent as it goes down. Ethan going to find a flank pick here. Nothing doing, so we got an even Uber situation here. Verpluxus pushed up in garage. Put the saw away, big dog. Oh, so they are going to hang on to yard here on the side of GGG. Most likely some kind of sack, but it seems both teams have been pretty happy to do any sort of exchange when they get an opportunity. So I think neither team has really shied away from it so far. I don't love the exchange in the middle of open space and yard. I think it's kind of pointless, but let's see what 1KG has up their sleeves here. They're going to try to get aggressive through choke here. 3 minutes to go before round win limit is reduced here. Going to spam off Divvy from height. Here comes the Nukin sack here. Splash is going to go down. Nukin going to luckily bomb away the nice power bounce. Ethan is going to be in on the counter sack here, fighting that entire team as his team is able to get space through choke here, and they're going to refight as a team. Exchange comes out. Strider uses much earlier. Actually, GGG is going to use super late. The Uber looks much, much better for them. Meanwhile, quite a few picks have been exchanged, but in the end, once the dust settles, Medic is going to survive on GGG's side, and they are going to take mid and have a nice chunk of ad here for a last point. I'm glad you guys have been tricked into thinking this is professional, but I promise you, I'm faking. It's a well-dressed Wednesday. So Verpluxus Cam here, not Verpluxus Ham. It sounds like a bespoke ham brand, perhaps. We're here to see Sora's goat in an exchanging of words. I'm glad y'all are also fans of Well Dressed Wednesday. Angel's gonna spot this. 2 players caught in lunchbox here to the nuclear Uber from GGG. They're gonna clean up both soldiers and get this cap. They're gonna push on a last really quickly here. There's not much that 1KG has to say about this. Heavy's gonna go down quickly. Here comes the Uber. Only 3 players left. Fairly long spawns remaining. Divvy's gonna go down to one of the spawners. Verpluxus unspotted in behind. Meanwhile, they are actually going to get cleaned up. The medic on the side of GGG is going to run away. And quite a nice hold with the respawners here. So, it will be some ad. And in fact, if Nukin gets this pick here, it's going to be pretty big ad here. Over 70% for the side of 1KG. They could take this all the way to last here. So Verpluxus is going to be the sacker here. He is hidden on this spot before. We'll see if this gets spotted or not. And yeah, what do we have in store for us here? 70% ad for Strider as predicted. The tree man medic. Here, I gotta check who this is. Is this Okie Dokie playing medic? Am I tripping? I hope I'm not. If it's not Okie Dokie, I'm gonna be embarrassed. But yeah, Verpluxus is going to get spotted early. Going to tank a bow to get some extra HP. Here comes the timing, but nothing doing here. Going to back away. 40% on the side of GGG. Round win limit is going to go down to 4, so next round for 1KG is going to be the win. Ethan Sack here is going to get the force, and only 35% away for GGG. They're going to set up defensively in yard and hope to not get pushed here. Here comes the aggression you would expect from 1 kilogram of spiders. One respawner in the forwards here is looking toast, but the quick bust here from, I think that was Divvy here. Yeah, they're going to use, and 1KG honestly caught with their pants down here. Strider completely caught in no man's land, and that is looking like a wipe here. No compensation for the side of 1KG. And just like that, the tables have been flipped completely. Big ad on the side of GGG. Okie Dokie is going to have about 45 ad here to push last into a heavy and a sentry gun so far. Actually, Cam is going to be heavy in forwards. Look to stop this cap. This could be quite a play here. Here comes the heavy onto the medic. Is going to go down. I've never seen something like that before in a match, especially not on Granary. Wow, what a clutch play. So GGG has no choice but to all in here. It looks honestly like it could go either way. Here comes the Divvy cleanup, and that's going to beat everyone. So they are going to get Strider in the midst of that. So it's going to be even here. They're going to try to get on a 2 for 1kg, but spy quickly for Zuri. Let's get on the Zuri spy cam here. Yeah, an even situation theoretically, but in practice, GGG has already built some secret ghost ad from being a bit faster. And that is going to leave Zuri to make some kind of opening here. Very scary horror game so far. Creeping in so slowly. I think he just witnessed a very intimate moment between a medic and a pocket scout there as they jump up onto upper. But all the information is going to be known and seen. Nothing doing so far. Zuri just collecting info here. Here comes the decloak, immediately heard, immediately clocked by Nukin. But so far he's gonna, oh, finally gonna get splashed here. Zuri right next to the medic, gonna go down to the pipes from Torque. And they're opting, it looks like, to go for some kind of exchange here on the demo, or they're prepared to on the side of GGG. Thank you very much, everyone, for all the follows so far. Divvy gonna find a pick here, a late counter sack for 1kg. Gonna get some damage onto Okidoki, but it's not gonna be enough to get force. Divvy and the medic gonna take it deep up into Lunchbox, completely unspotted here. Gonna try to get the pick on a Nukin, missing a lot of shots. Eventually both sides gonna force here, but lots of flashing for 1kg. One pick on the side of the demo, or for the demo on the side of 1kg here. But they will trade hard, but it's just gonna be a chaos deathmatch in this second point. Cam cleaning up. Oh, actually going to go down over Pluxus behind, who has quite a nice angle here to mess up 1kg. Going to look for the health pack, look for another sneaky kill, but the respawner's coming up. We'll see if this is successful. He's going to opt to exfiltrate instead, get the pack and lunchbox. Sneak out of drop down. Sneaky plays. Oh, he's going to stay. They seem relatively unaware that this is happening, meanwhile. Nukin is aware that dropdown exists. Both soldiers aware that there is one behind, it seems. Nukin is going to be waiting for here. Sorry, splashes. And meanwhile, big ad for Strider and 1kg. They're going to opt to take it in through choke. Actually, on the Kritzkrieg here for Okidoki and GGG. That will entirely favor 1kg if it's a straight up Uber v Uber situation. They're going to sack 2 here. I don't think 1kg has any inclination that this is going to take place, but here, let's get on the... Hi, silly. Who am I looking? This is who I want to be on. Here comes the crits. Strider is going to have the reaction time to use the Uber 1. One pipe is all it's going to take out Nukin, but they're going to get 3 in return. Obviously, one team being able to go invincible and the other having extra damage seems to favor the team that goes invincible. I'm not a scientist, but I know simple things. Strider is going to unfortunately go down to Zuri during this chaotic time. Torque gonna trap forwards despite no one being there, but the fear of God has been put inside of him. Splash is going to find an early trade here. And Cam is going to take out Ethan as well. So Cam is doing some work in the flank here, despite being the pocket scout. Gonna get on the med. Difficult shots, and gonna get some damage, but it's not going to be enough. Splash is on the spy here. I'm not sure... Oh yeah, this is legit. So Strider obviously having 50 disat or so here. The Splash Spy is kind of an interesting one. Not something I think we've seen too often this season. But he's going to collect all the information, just look at them. Well, they don't know they're being watched. And here comes Splash. The decloak going to get seen by the flank player. The soldier Ethan is going to quickly route that. And that pick will signal them to give up mid. And Ubers are going to look to even out here. Strider not building especially fast, but I doubt this will come down to it. 95%, just going to hold on to 2 here. So we are in the Banny time here, as it's so affectionately called. We hope to see a 1kg 1-round victory here if you're the coach of them. But it could go either way here. Here comes the aggression on the flank here from Ethan and the medic. Actually, they're going to rotate over and get Ethan a buff in here. But looks like they're not going to take this fight right away. And it gives 1kg a bit of time to reconsolidate, get healthy. Ethan going to go low here. Zuri defending the pack. Divi going low. They're going to force the Uber out. Nice flashes from Strider to keep the demo alive here. And it's honestly anyone's fight here. Low HP on both sides. Could go either way. Pipes being exchanged in all directions. Strider's going to go down to one of them, which is going to be pretty devastating for 1kg. GGG is just going to opt to back up and play their advantage. So unfortunately, this is going to be quite large ad for GGG. Shredder going to come up now. We got Cam on the sniper. We'll get on the Divi cam for now here. I will not be intervening in the match at all. I will not tell them anything for now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they lose, if either team loses here, I believe it is single elimination and they are out. Divi is going to go low here, not quite getting Uber yet. They do have now. And Cam's going to take the shot, not get anything. Here comes the Uber out from Okidoki. Divi's going to be shooting the gun here. Not too much value is found yet, but they're able to stand on the point, get the splash kill really quickly. Losing 3, it looks like this one is going to be a lock for GGG. They're going to strike back 3-2 here. First 1 to 4 will close out this map. So 1 or 2 or potentially even 3 if it stalemates. Rounds are remaining. Or could go longer, who knows? We don't know. We're going to get on the torque cam here and watch what goes down as I take a sip of water. Delicious. Alright. Their demo, GGG is going to walk all the way around here. All of them on height on the side of 1kg. They're just going to fight down, but Ethan is going to get onto Strider while he's completely unprotected here. And both teams going to trade medics, but ultimately another fairly decisive mid win for 1kg. Ethan's going to try to jump around as long as possible, maybe get a demo pick if he can, but just stalling at this point. Going to go down here. Nukin dangerously low. They will cap. It will be even. I'm sorry, Mac. I don't work at Cloudflare. I can't help you. But nice to see that you've tuned into my stream and that you're still alive. I worry about you. Okay, anyway, enough of that. We are going to see perhaps an early sack here, some aggression. Here comes Torque going to go down, trade with Zuri, thanks to the help from Cam. But no demo on the side of 1kg. Cam is going to feed. That's the pretty much the whole combo dead for 1kg. It's going to be a flank Uber, flank team sort of situation here. They're not going to build too much. Meanwhile, the big bomb's coming in. 1kg is kind of caught out of position here. Not much to say about these quick soldiers aggressing on a height. So the Ubers are going to be gotten here. Ethan going to go down as a quick sack, and they will hang on to Yard. I just want to say for all the boomers watching, can you believe that we're playing Granary in the big 2025? I can't believe it's back, and it's got a ton of letters at the end of the name, and I think it's funny. So, here we have it. Stalemate on Granary in Yard. One of the most classic positions you can be in. Gravel Pit I was never a big fan of, so I hope it never comes back, but that game was kind of funny. I think we're on the Ethan cam here probably. Yeah, here comes the bomb, and they're going to get the drop onto Okie Dokie actually in the midst of this, but lots of picks going to be exchanged all over the place. And GGG is going to have to back up here on mid. They're going to look to salvage, perhaps. Ethan hiding on the pack here. Let's get on the Ethan cam if we can. Nope, opting to... Oh, no. Here it comes. The Uber is going to come out, and they're going to take mid for it. Bit of a leapfrog situation. See if they press the advantage here. Cam is still rolling out, so... The combo has not yet been assembled. Yeah, I think we'd love to test some new maps someday, but I couldn't say anything about that. So Angel is gonna lead the charge here, or be confused about a behind player. So nobody's behind. Yeah, they're just gonna build. So 30 to side here for 1 kg. I'm not sure if they know. They do seem to know. They're going to go choke. They're trying to dislodge Splash early and get this point back. Splash is going to go down quite low, down to just 14 HP. Going to find 2 picks here. Very nice stuff from the combo of GGG. They're going to find 2, even 3 picks with this Uber, which is pretty nice. They're going to get the point and deny all the spawners here. I shouldn't speak too soon, but it looks like they're going to deny. Yeah, all 3 spawners denied onto last. Splash is going to be denied even harder. 5 more seconds on his respawn, so 1 kg push to last despite this ad will be very difficult for them to strike back here. I expect some kind of off timing or quick sack here. Here comes the use in from Strider and Cam. They are not going to find too much, and Strider is going to get a bit lost here. Cam's going to find Divvy, but on last here is it's Verpluxus all by his lonesome is going to tie things up at 3 with no time limit remaining. This will be a sudden death round. The next point will win, and honestly clutch stuff from Verpluxus here. Crazy cap to close out that round, not gonna lie. I wish we knew what happened. Yeah, 4-3, let's see. Here comes the big bomb. Gonna get piped and go down. Yeah, 1 kg is opting to seed this mid and hold second. Not looking good. If you're the coach of 1 kg, you're super stressed right now, I believe. So Torque is going to throw down some stickies, try to hang on to this point, but neither team having Uber yet. Lots of damage being exchanged on both sides. Quick bows coming out. Everyone's a bit unhealthy, but nothing crazy. Both teams getting... looking, nothing doing so far here. Here comes the flank shove here. Seems like GGG really enjoys bringing their heels onto flank here to try to get them deep, but seems like that's going to get routed pretty quickly here. Nukin and Splash both opting to play upper and stop any of this nonsense from happening. Yeah, remains to be seen, but seems like they're going to do the Same play again. Nukin gonna drop down on the floor, try to find these pick on a 2 in front. Looks like it's perhaps gonna be an exchange here. Both beams quite deep, and actually 2 picks gonna be found in exchange for an Uber, but no Uber out of Okie Dokie yet, gonna hang on to it. He's finally gonna use super late, and they're going to chase hard until last. Nice sync from Torque here is going to clutch up, save their medic. And looks like the 1kg pinch here is not going to allow any capture to take place. Zuri going to go down. I think that means, yeah, we got the demo hiding here, and Lunchbox going to go down. So, big ad here. I think they're so back right now. Big ad here pushing in the mid. We'll see if they can capitalize on this advantage they found. So one hider behind here. Let's see if Replexus is going to get spotted. Stickied and taken out. So let's watch the Strider cam here. Actually, I'm capping. Let's watch the Ethan sack cam if that's about to happen. So... nope, no sacks happening. They're going to give up mid for free. They're going to get the Uber. It will be evens here, fighting into yard. So, I would expect to see some sort of splash sack or some sort of flank play here. But also, 1kg does like to shove their combo and try to find any openings here. So they're going to opt to take space through choke. A bit of a derp bomb through the high door. Not so easy to get through when the demo's watching it. Splash is going to go down quickly without much compensation here. So Divi and Verplexus is going to try to get back through choke and do the counter. Verplexus going down there. Let's see. And yeah, once again, we're even. No off classes, no funny business from either side here. I was expecting to kind of see a spy or sniper here after all this chaos, but Cam opting to just shoot the stickies, get Nukin through choke this time. He's gonna bomb. I'm not on his cam. Here he comes. Nice rockets. Med's gonna get the pack, but he does force. Clutch force from Nukin there. And only losing the 1 on the side of 1kg. Looks pretty nice. Full ad here. They're gonna set up by choke. Splash all here by his lonesome. Zuri is trying to probe and prod for this pick, but nothing doing here so far. So a bit of lag there indicates some sort of round win. I am hoping for the best here, of course. Both flank players going to go down, unfortunately, for 1kg, so the Uber has not been exchanged, but they do lose Nukin, almost dropping the whole family, but gonna exchange, or just save the demo here. The Uber is not very good at all here. They're not going to be able to get any picks. In fact, they're getting cleaned up in the post-fight. So, I am worried about this situation, I've got to say. Full ad here for GGG. They're going to look to convert this, and 4 players stuck in forwards here. They're not going to be able to set up a gun quickly on last. Angel is opting to run all the way back, but yeah, unfortunately, no gun as of yet with the full ad. I spoke too soon. It's just a level 1. So here comes the Uber through right side. Splash is going to do his darndest here to try to stop them, but it looks like this Uber is going to be too powerful. They're going to find all the early picks they need, and yeah, they have so much high ground, so much advantage here. And GGG is going to close out the reverse sweep, defeating 1 kilogram of spiders on their map pick. Oh, if you're the coach of 1kg, you're devastated right now to see your team lose, but you know, that's all right. That's life. Live and learn. So, congratulations to GGG. They're going to be moving on here to the next round. They will face the winner of the teams named Great Players Reunited and 5 Idiots and Me, which are the 3 and 6 seeds. So unfortunately for 1 kilogram of spiders, their season is over, and that's it. So I'd like to congratulate them on a season well done, and it is a great opportunity to coach such a good group of gamers. But GG's, both sides, well played. Thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, super close. Well, I'm pretty much going to wrap things up here, but thank you everyone so much for tuning into this playoff round 2 game. Semifinals are going to come up next week, I believe, and we'll see some finals soon enough. Well played to GGG. Congrats, good luck on the rest of your matches this season, and I believe there is team name Finger still alive, and I wish them a lot of good luck because I like their name. All right, farewell everyone. I can't tell you if I'm going to stream again, ever again. Who knows? This could be the last. I could stream tomorrow. We'll see. All right, farewell. Thank you everyone.